actually very fast picks and ban stage here, so we're gonna launch you guys right into the draft of the second game so you can see what's going on. So I don't even think anybody got a whole song there. You guys got a nice little half song.
10 seconds remaining.
Well, it's actually nice to see teams being ready as fast, because usually they do tend to delay out things, especially in the lower brackets actually. Well, I might be BSing a little bit because even the pro teams take so much time sometimes,
I mean,
especially showing up.
These teams were ready in the lobby very fast, so very nice of them. And yeah, I guess they just came in, they had a strategy. We see a nice respect Lycan ban coming out from Infused.
Well, yeah, of course you don't want to give it on the dire side either, and looks like Infused themselves have no just need to pick up the Lycan themselves by the looks of it, because they did have the first pick, so could have gone for it if they wanted to, but just evaluating the Ancient Apparition and the Mirana a little bit higher there, and yeah, sure he's strong, but the Batrider and Centaur, I feel like they're just way more stable in their performance.
The Centaur played by MIT last time was just very well done, and it really pulled things together. Even though he died quite a bit, created the space for the team to do what they needed to do. And this looks like a Bane deny pick. Man, Infused really does not like the standard Mirana combos. They ban out the Shadow Demon themselves, and I guess they don't have the option for the Bane here now.
Yeah, Infused definitely not anywhere near the standard type of draft. Just going for whatever they themselves like to play, I guess. In the first game, I really saw some hope in their lineup. The Jakiro just got a few kills, went for the towers as well. But as a bigger picture, their lineup was so highly skill capped because they needed to execute it almost perfectly for it to actually work out. And if lower tier teams go for such lineups, it just tends to fall apart more often than not, it feels like.
Yeah, I like the ingenuity, and 10 seconds remaining. They had a strategy. I don't know if it was reactive drafting. I think it was pre-planned, sort of. And I think it couldn't quite deal with what MIT had to throw at them. I found it was their lack of initiation. If they had managed to get, and this sounds a little strange, but if they had managed to get a blink up on the Jakiro so he could land, or even a Force Staff, better positioned ice paths. But
5 seconds remaining.
That maybe would have helped. I don't know. Their draft this time has more initiation. A Vengeful Spirit swap with actually an Axe Bomb could be very powerful.
Yeah, it most certainly could, but I actually really like the Doom pick by MIT. It's really good against the Lifestealer, because Lifestealer can't do anything if he gets doomed. Well, if he has the Rage on before, it helps a little bit, but after that he's really useless, as is the Mirana. And even though Infused they have some initiation, the Vengeful Spirit initiation is a suicide of sorts.
Yeah.
So just trading heroes outright, whereas MIT, they have at least 2 heroes that's gonna go for Blink Dagger 100%, the Batrider and the Centaur. The Doom might get one, although I don't think it's necessary with the Stampede and the Blink Daggers on the other heroes. The only thing is that MIT Doombringer is gonna have to carry really hard, go for AC, maybe like Shiva's card as well, be in the front lines and not care about Lifestealer's right clicks maybe. Late game wise, if Infused manage to kite out the Doom, the ultimate that is, they should have the advantage as far as damage goes.
Yeah, Vengeful Spirit, very good late game support. Now, we see the Enchantress picked up by MIT, and Enchantress and Chen were both banned out by Infused last time, so I think we got our answer that maybe the teams do know each other and understand that MIT really does like this Enchantress. It should allow Bane to get a lot earlier of a level 6 than you usually see in a Bane. And then actually, Outworld Devourer picked up. So that's a little interesting, I guess. I mean, another target to Doom. Not quite as mobile as I was expecting. This is still a lack of initiation and mobility from Infused. And they'll have a hard time kiting Centaur, Bat, Doom, etc. MIT have a nice way to deal with a multi-core lineup, I guess.
Yeah, they certainly do. They have 3 single target lockdowns.
Mm-hmm.
And, well, the Bane, the Fiend Script, it can be cancelled by 2 spells for certain, the Magic Missile and the Astral Imprisonment. Other than that, actually, the Arrow, I won't think it's gonna stop the Fiend Script, because in a fight it's way too chaotic for the Mirana to actually try to get the angles for the arrows on the Bane, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So, Infused, I still think they lack initiation somewhat. For the smaller engagements, for like 2 versus 2 fights and so on, they might have the upper hand with the Astral Imprisonment into Arrow or something of the sort. But as a 5-on-5, I don't see them having the advantage.
Yeah, I agree with you. Although, I mean, Lifestealer can do a lot of damage. If you get something like a Maelstrom, it'll, help with getting kited just by shoving the damage out there. Maybe he'll go for that Zoom Lifestealer build. And, I mean, even though Avenge Swap is kind of suicidal, Avenge Swap with a Nyx Bomb makes it a little less so. And if you can get people grouped up trying to kill them, you might get a nice OD ult dropped or something. I'm not sure. We'll have to see how they run it. If they can also disrupt MIT's laning stage a lot and delay some of their big items that they really do kind of need, they could have the potential to get some momentum in this game. I would say it's the same thing like last game. They need to have a very strong early game laning phase to pull this draft off. Actually,
Yeah,
if you want to, do you want to do some introductions before any first blood starts happening?
I guess we should. I'll just take up Infused on the Radiant side, with Cook playing up on the Ancient Apparition, leaving Elia to pick up the Invis rune actually on the Vengeful Spirit, with Richie playing the Mirana on the aggressive tri-lane, Tyrox, mid lane OD, and Tone will be playing the Lifestealer on the safe lane.
Alright, and then for the side of MIT, we've got Sword Art here in the jungle on our Enchantress. We've got a solo safe lane, You Shall Not Pass on this centaur, so it actually looks like maybe a one position centaur. You Shall Not Pass played the Lycan last time. Sharfik here on a co-jungling Doom? Maybe it's a dual mid, maybe. Yeah, it looks like Sharfik and Apathy up on Bane will be running mid, and then they have Unstopped,
top lane,
solo
the
on the
first
lane.
blood actually might go down and will as well. Oh god. Elia just came in with the Invis, Magic Missile into the Arrow by Richie, and of course, Chilling Touch damage. It was actually way faster and easier than I would have thought.
Yeah, level 1 centaur not quite as tanky as people expect, so not too hard to kill him. Now this is what is MIT doing here? I guess they did pick good solo laning cores, so they're running their supports in kind of this is probably just a roaming Bane, I guess, to try and offset the strong laning potential of Infused.
Yeah, at the moment looks like they've smoked up and going towards the mid lane as well, and if they get the Nightmare, they have the time for the creeps to come in place as well.
And now there is what is this little one? Oh, okay. I always liked the free purge you get from here. So Nightmare up on Tyrox. Sharfik is here as well. Stomp landed from the Enchantress. Yeah, so easy kill.
Yeah, OD just so out of position for that. I mean, he had no way of actually knowing because they had an Observer Ward spotting out the rune spot as well, but of course, them being smoked up, wards don't mean anything, but there's a counter smoke towards the bottom lane now. Unstopped might be in huge trouble.
Yeah, he's actually pretty low too. Magic Missile and Cold Feet. I would say not even necessary.
Yeah, that's he died so fast as well. The Chilling Touch, so much damage. It's 50 extra damage for 3 consecutive right clicks. Sure, it slows down your attack speed, but early on it's not that significant, and the damage just outweighs the attack speed minus heavily. So really nice rotations by both teams actually early on.
And actually, looks like another rotation in here. Yeah, Nightmare up on the Mirana. Sword Art has a Troll. No Centaur to land a Stomp. Yeah, so they're going to... Actually, nice arrow there on You Shall Not Pass, holding him back. Now they're trying to do some more right clicks on Richie, and he leaps himself away into the river.
Really good presence of mind, to be honest, to shoot that arrow like that. to stop the center from coming in. I'm not too sure if the center would have gotten in range anyway, but just making sure that she actually won't die, or at least making her escape a little bit easier.
And getting it right before the creeps walked in as well, so making sure it was on the centaur and not just creeps. Sharvik out of mana here in the mid lane, so actually there's 3 imprisonments up on him. So he doesn't really have much of a mana pool left. Poor guy. Laning against Nodi is hard. Yeah, and there's a 4, well, it's a 3rd imprisonment because 1 wore off. Sharvik activates a haste. I'm assuming it just ran out of time and the bottle auto-activated.
Yeah, might have been. The haste will be active at the 4-minute time where the second rune actually spawns, so guess a decent enough time for it to activate or for him to use it.
Now Unstop, actually it looks like Lifestealer wants to turn around on Unstop, but he is fireflying through the trees, so he's safe for now. Sharvik picking up an invis here bottom, and he should be getting...
Nightmare on Richie top lane.
Yeah, and a nice stomp as well, stomp double edge, easy to pick him off, so having a hard time with this. It's not a tri-lane, it's just very active supports. And Apathy already at level 4 at 4 minutes, so that's almost keeping up with the mid laners. Really. Keeping up with the solo lane Mirana.
That's actually so good for MIT as well, because if they get the Fiend's Creep early on, Infused, they're just gonna get caught off guard, but Unstop on this bottom lane, no, doesn't look like he'll be in trouble because he had this Observer Ward actually spotting out Cook coming in.
And now this is an Invis Sharvik. There's the Enchantress rotating in Tyrox. He's going to run himself away. Now, will they be able to get in range? They need to get a Nightmare up on him. And, yeah, actually, Tyrox able to run away, so he saw that gank coming, I guess.
Yeah, they actually almost got the Nightmare, but just got fogged. It is nighttime as well, of course, so really unfortunate there for MIT. Rotation's not paying off, but if the Bane rotates bottom lane, maybe they could get a kill on Lifestealer if Unstop hits level 6.
Yeah, as far as CS, the Batrider's actually winning by a lot now. He hasn't popped into the jungle. This is just his CS from lane. Well, Infused, I mean, 10 last hits behind the Batrider. That's not exactly what you would expect. There's actually a Doom out on Cook, so Lifestealer is here to help out, but Unstop and Apathy are down here as well. Yeah, Cook gonna fall. There's a lasso up on the Lifestealer and a few more auto attacks from the Doom. Yep. Oh no, he manages to infest, but not enough health. I think it was a pretty low life creep. Not low life as in like scummy, but you know, low life as in low HP.
Well, I guess the creeps are, well, maybe not low life because they fight valiantly, but they fight for nothing. They just cannon fodder.
They seem to steal a lot of last hits. Maybe they are the low lives of Dota. Maybe that's it.
It actually might be true. But the Stampede actually did help them out a lot, so You Shall Not Pass, being level 6 at the time, really helped them out. But oh, he actually might fall down. Magic Missile is there, Arrow will hit as well, Cold Feet proc should be there, and Vengeful gets the kill.
Not even enough time for the Cold Feet to proc, actually. He died so quickly, but now they want to go on Tyrox here in the mid lane. Nice defensive ult from Mirana. So MIT, the support rotations have been doing fairly well, but I mean, Infused has responded to keeping the Centaur down on the top lane, mostly controlling the mid lane, making it hard for Sharvik to get too much done. Maybe not the momentum Infused is looking for, but I'd say they are holding MIT off and getting decent farm on the Lifestealer.
The Lifestealer definitely not doing too bad, and neither is the Mirana. But Lifestealer, he has the face boots. Will he go drums now? Or, well, whatever item he may choose to go for, he still needs to get active soon because they need that early advantage.
Yeah, I would assume he'll be going for that race car build that we see so popular. Just because we talked about the kiting ability coming out from MI, or yeah, I'd say kiting ability, just when they get the blink daggers and the centaur ult. Yeah, nice arrow on Swordar. I don't think they're able to do anything with it, not with Apathy there to back him up.
Yeah, definitely the kiting will be an issue for the lifestealer. Just a stick in Napalm alone already. Really annoying for him. He does have the rage though, and of course Infest as well to get rid of it, but now Battler has the blink there.
That's a very fast blink dagger. It's 8 minutes. I mean, he didn't even have to go into the jungle to get it. And actually, action down bottom lane. Yeah, Lifestealer will fall right with that blink.
Yeah,
Decomposing.
they
One of the most
lassoed into the Doom. The Doom just ran in while the lasso was active and doomed up the Lifestealer. But, well, they do use 2 ultimates for it, so Lifestealers, they've not the worst thing, but they might lose the tier 1 on top of it. So MIT gaining some momentum, especially with the blink dagger pickup. Like you said, it's really fast for him.
Yeah, that's, I mean, you would normally maybe see a really fast blink dagger if the supports on MIT had been stacking the jungle and Unstopped just got a couple, like, 4 or 5 stacks of creep camps. But this was all often. Oh, I understand what's going on. He's been farming the Radiant jungle. And Stampede in on top now. Infused he's going on Apathy here. Actually, Apathy should fall as well. Yeah, arrow to go, but actually misses up on everyone. 1 or 2 more auto attacks on You Shall Not Pass. The Chilling Touch doing a lot of damage. Infest to pick him off. They're going on Sharfik now. And yeah, they don't want to dive that far. And Chilling Touch just did a lot there. Did you see how quickly the Centaur melted to it? I mean, we expect him to be a lot tankier.
The Centaur, well, it's actually really hard to take the Chilling Touch into consideration as a source of damage coming out. You're like, okay, sure, I can take out X amount of right clicks. Suddenly Chilling Touch is there. It's still level 1 and it's actually maxing out Cold Feet. You don't really see it that often.
Yeah, that's a lot of times you almost see them basically skip Cold Feet. I could see it though. The disable, they have some nice ways to set it up. It's very powerful with a Lifestealer, and they maybe need the extra disables here a little more than the extra right click.
Yeah, it actually might be true as well. And the Cook, 10 minutes in, he's level 5. He wants to get to level 6 to get the Ice Blast at least going, because the Ice Blast will help them just teamfight or get solo pickoffs quite a lot, I think. And Tyrox in the mid lane has 1.5k gold in the bank at the moment. What do you think he's actually going to go for?
Well, I would say he needs a mobility item. Now, if he picks up a Midas, I'm going to be upset. Because I don't think Infused should be looking to take this too late. I mean, I know MIT doesn't have the latest of carries, and actually there's a charge, blink in, lasso up on Tyrox here in the mid lane. Apathy managing to get the ult off before Tyrox goes in Fizz from the run ult.
Well, once again, 2 ultimates used, 3 even if you count the Stampede in as well. But that's a kill, and OD, even if he was trying to go for that Midas, he won't go for it now. Actually, he bought up the recipe for the Midas, my god.
Yep. Called it. Just saying that. So, yeah, I mean, late game potential, Infused, yes, has it. But as far as surviving through the mid game, up against MIT with that fast blink and mech and everything else, that's a real problem. And Doom on the Lifestealer and Tone, yeah, Tone just gonna hide in the woods. They're slowing down Elia here. He should, yeah, he's gonna fall. Not before a nice cheeky little magic missile out on the Enchantress. Yeah, and Ancient Apparition falls as well, just shy of that level 6 still. Delaying that even longer. And Tone in some trouble too. I mean, they spotted him running out of the trees, trying to get away. He does not have a port. He is going for a drum. Okay, so he infests and is hoping to survive up through the next creep wave.
Oh, Apathy Nightmare the creep, but chose the wrong one. Oh, that would have been so cute. But then again, if you Nightmare it, that means actually that the creep will be the last one to hit the enemy creep wave. So it will be the last one to die, but oh, Tone looks like he'll be safe.
Yeah, I thought maybe they were going to pull the small camp and use that. Actually, Magic Missile out on Apathy. A nice Blink Stomp double edge in here by You Shall Not Pass Centaur. Everyone's running around. Impetuses are flying. Morano's the only one who's died so far. MIT look like they want to run themselves away. Happy with that kill. Here in the mid lane, actually, I just missed it. Tyrock's gonna fall to the Batrider, so Lasso looks like it was used. And Unstop has a haste. I think he'll just keep using Firefly to push out this lane. Farm a little more, put some pressure here, and allow MIT to continue going on this top lane.
Yeah,
They do choose to back
Tyrox
off.
still doesn't have his Hand of Midas finished up. Oh, this Hand of Midas is getting delayed by so much that it won't actually be of use, and like you worried for Infused, I worry for them as well, if they'll actually be able to survive the mid game onslaught.
Especially
They
now
have the
there's
Fiend's Grip as well, they want to go for Tone.
There's a Force Staff up on the Batrider. He picked that up recently.
Actually, with his Lasso being on cooldown, maybe he's gonna TP towards the top lane and force staff the Bane closer, but wow. Blink on Tone, Doom as well. Easy kill.
Rana ult used just to help them escape. I don't think there's any detection. Yeah, there's no detection up on either team, actually. Now, the Mirana ult hasn't been too much of a threat. They have so many ults that sort of keep it in vision. Finally, a level 6 here for Cook.
40 minutes in, it barely scratches them, and once the debuff ends, they have the mech as well on Sharfik's Doom. So they can just heal up and they'll continue with the push. They have the blink and Stampede as well.
Yeah, so I think that's a Force Staff, Blink, Lasso, I'm not sure, but the Mirana gonna fall very quickly here. Decent amount used on her now. No, Doom's still down on Doom for a while. But MIT getting a lot of momentum. They have a nice push here in the top lane. They will easily get this tower, I think. And yeah, the AA out coming in again, but actually only hitting up on Apathy. And now that's the gamble with AA. If you don't get a fast level 6 on him, the ultimate isn't that effective. This is really someone who has to keep up with everyone else's levels, and if the enemy gets too tanky, or is really grouping up like this and not getting low farming a lane, you have a hard time using that AA ult anymore.
Yeah, the AA definitely is a hit and miss kind of support hero, and that's actually why the professional teams, they don't value it that highly anymore. Sure, everybody played it for a certain period, but people started figuring out ways to just counter him by applying so much pressure that he doesn't get levels, like we can see in this game as well. And now there's an invis on Doom. They go in, there's the Lasso, Ice Blast will fly, missing everything, and Tone might get taken out on the lifesteal straight away. Oh god, a disaster. Doom on Tyrox as well. He can't run anywhere, just getting chased down. Somebody blocking by You Shall Not Pass. That's the second killer. Actually, he's still alive, but will take a fall to one stops. Oh god, Stampede as well once again. There's nothing they can do. 3 heroes killed. 60 minutes in, they're diving the base like it's nobody's business.
Yeah, now they'll head back out, pick up the tier 2, and then I think they'll continue on into this mid lane.
They're just so far ahead.
Yeah,
just looking at the graphs, it's 12k gold. Around 7.5k XP, and yeah, that's GG, well played called. And MIT, they completely outplayed and even outdrafted, I think, Infused.
So, yeah, well played by MIT. I think Infused, I didn't see very reactionary drafts. I think they came in with their own plans and tried to execute those, maybe based on player personal preference, and didn't quite go as planned. Well, anyway, thank you for having me on Heflatv. For those who are watching, I am Renessa. I stream well, actually, I stream every day. I cast occasionally. Hopefully, I'll be joining Hefla more. So give the channel a follow if you want to keep up with all the tournaments, because I know Heflatv tries to cover all of them. And you can just find me on Twitter at JoinDOTA, and I am going to tweet whenever anything is going on to keep you guys updated with that.
Yeah, thanks by me as well for actually coming, helping us out, and hopefully, yeah, we can collaborate more in the future. And of course, thanks to the viewers as well for coming in, checking out this Tier 2 game. And actually, I kind of like casting the Division 2 games, because even though some teams, they aren't as good, the other teams are the upcoming teams who will be in Division 1 in the next season, maybe. So lots of, at least, potential in some of the teams, and always nice to see up-and-comers. And I think MIT, they're going to do really well, because Sharfik, I think he played in a Russian powerhouse at some point, maybe even Rock's Kiss, I'm not sure.
Yeah, he had a very impressive Storm Spirit. And he had a very nice decision making on the Doom, is what I noticed. He didn't just throw out Doom whenever he needed to. He did a nice job of, waiting for the right moment, the right target, etc. And you can see that a mistake on Doom pretty often is to just Doom the wrong target at the wrong time. So well played by them. Thank you guys for sticking with us today. I'll put one song on for you so you get, a whole song, and then I will shut off the stream and be headed out. But anyway, thank you for watching.